his freak-out parties. In attendance were celebrities, politicians, athletes, international dignitaries like British royalty, Prince Harry, and music label executives. Lil Rod claimed some of the biggest names in the recording industry sponsored these parties with sex workers, drugs, and underage girls.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, as y'all know by now, 50 Cent has been poking fun at Diddy almost since like the beginning of time, right? 50 has made it clear on numerous occasions that he doesn't like Diddy, and he has been hinting that Diddy is on the other side, if you know what I mean, when it comes to his preferences for some time now. Throughout the years, people thought that 50 was just bullying Diddy and making insults for no reason, but it seems like, judging from all the sudden people that have came out lately pertaining to these lawsuits against Diddy, everyone except the fans knew what was going on within that industry. So why was 50 Cent the only one speaking up against him? I guess that's a question for another day. Now, you even had guys such as West Coast artist The Game, who has made statements about it being a GAY rapper in the industry, but he always made hints. It was never too direct about it, which was a total different approach than 50 Cent. 50 would take to the Breakfast Club and explain how Diddy rubbed him the wrong way earlier on in his career, where he offered to take 50 on a shopping spree. 50 felt offended because as a man, he wondered why would Diddy think it was okay to want to take another grown man on a shopping spree as if he was his sugar daddy or whatever. It was at that point 50 describes that the friendship between them became sour and things never ever been the same. Now, if you know 50, as you've seen with Ja Rule, when 50 wants to destroy you, he's just not going to stop. And as for Diddy, luckily Diddy is who he is, where he's a pioneer of the rap industry, so 50's montage of insults never really stuck. But that's until now. Recently, Diddy has been accused in lawsuits of having intimate encounters with certain rappers in the music industry, and in an updated lawsuit, he's been accused of trafficking drugs allegedly on his private jet as well. The same jet that he managed to escape to another island on at the time that the FBI and Homeland Security decided to raid his mansions located in New York, Florida, and California. Within that same lawsuit, Diddy has been accused of also partaking in intimate acts with women who were solicited by some affiliates of his, and also had women on monthly payroll to act as XEX workers. Those women would include Young Miami, which was a no-brainer, but one of the other women was 50 Cent's baby mother that goes by the name Daphne Joy. Sheesh. Now, as a man, we all have strong pride and egos. I doubt 50 really cares about her because he's made it clear on numerous occasions as he outed her in public on social media. But it's one thing to take your girl, and it's another thing to where she wasn't even my girl or anything. She was just a SEX worker, right? But anyway, of course 50 will have something to say about the whole Diddy scandal, as well as having his baby mother caught up in it. So we're going to get into all that in a minute, and I want to hear what you guys think about all this. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm, and subscribe to the platform if you aren't already so you can stay updated on all the latest news. Now let's get into it. If y'all remember when 50 would insult his baby mother Daphne Joy on Instagram after finding out she was with Puffy, aka Diddy, when it went viral all over Instagram that they were caught together, 50 would take to his Instagram to say, quote, "Nah, me and Puff fight over business-ish. If he liked the girl, he liked the girl. I don't give a F." Then in another post on IG, he would post a picture of him and his son and caption it saying, quote, "Oh shoot, that's your mommy over there with Puffy. LOL, laughing emojis. Remember what I told you the other day? These B words be crazy. Shaking my head." Then that's when Daphne would clap back after feeling insulted by 50, including their child in the mix, and she would respond to the insult by taking to her IG to say, quote, "I hate speaking about my private life on social media, but I feel it needs to be addressed. I'm so tired of my narrative being what it is. I was in a 2-year relationship 10 plus years ago, and out of the relationship, God blessed me with a beautiful, healthy baby boy. Although my child's father and I parted ways, I shifted my focus on my son's well-being emotionally, spiritually, and everything in between. I've healed privately, matured, have been closer to God than ever before, and really appreciating his life. I just want to be happy and be left alone. We're all human, and you never know where life can take you. I value and cherish anyone I bring into my life, and when I finally show a glimpse of my happiness, I feel I'm attacked for it. I'm so tired of defending my character, being prejudged and constantly being villainized. I'm not doing anything wrong and wish no ill to anyone. I just want to be happy. Thank you, and God bless." Now it's kind of strange, seeing her use all this "God bless" and "I want to be happy" and "found God," and then you find out what happened later on. Anyway, I always said that I don't think Daphne ever understood what she did by being with Diddy. And I get it because she don't look like she come from the culture clearly, so she wouldn't understand. However, whether you and 50 broke up 10, 15, 20 years ago, you never supposed to lay with his enemy. It's not like you his girlfriend and y'all broke up. You are his son's mother, right? It's like an unwritten rule. All the men in the world, and she's not bad looking at all, so all the men in the world, and you choose to lay up with the only one that 50 don't particularly get along with. Why? Now, I don't know if maybe she was being spiteful and doing it on purpose, or if she really didn't understand. I don't know. However, it seemed like karma would come back around, as her name had been dropped in Diddy's lawsuit, and the title she was given was not what everyone expected. Now, at the time she was with Diddy, no one knew whether they were in an actual relationship, or whether they were just dating, or whether they just hooked up, or whether it was a publicity stunt. But in the new updated lawsuit against Diddy, Daphne would be labeled as a sex worker. Sheesh. And of course, 50 being 50, he wasn't going to let the opportunity to blast not only Diddy, but his baby mother as well for the new information just come and go like that. 50 would take to his Instagram and post a picture of himself with the caption saying, quote, "I didn't know you was a sex worker, you little sex worker, LOL. Yo, this ish is a movie." Then in another post that was since deleted, he would keep at it as he would repost a picture of Diddy, Daphne, and Young Miami and caption it saying, quote, "Hey, I'm an entertainer. What you do for a living, baby? Stop lying, you little sex worker, LOL, laughing emoji." Then 50 would take his attention off Daphne and focus on Diddy in his next post, and he reposted a still shot from the news speaking on the Diddy scandal. He would caption it saying, quote, "Shaking my head. This is gonna be so good. What you wanna bet? I'ma get these tapes. I'll pay top dollar for them. You been over there? I don't go to Puffy's parties." Now before we continue, let's focus on the still shot that he actually reposted, because that still shot plays exactly into the same point I've been trying to make throughout this whole situation. Now the still shot would read, quote, "Mr. Combs had hidden cameras in every room of his home, has recordings of several celebrities, artists, music label executives, and athletes engaging in illegal activity. These individuals were recorded without their knowledge and consent. Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person who has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties." Now, here's my thing with this whole situation, right? Bingo. Because this is what I've been trying to tell y'all for the longest, which is why I played the clip in the video I included in the beginning of this one. Diddy has something in his possession, and I don't know what it is or who's involved, but something he has is blackmail worthy. They want it from him. Not to mention, we keep forgetting that Diddy may be the face of this, because the paperwork also states that his record executives and other guys behind the scenes that aren't getting mentioned, but they actually played a part in this as well.
The CEO of Universal Music, Lucian Grange, is named as a defendant. So is the former CEO of Motown Records, Ethiopia, Albert Merriam, and others. Lil Rod says hidden cameras were in every room of Diddy's homes.
Now, the lawsuit named people such as Lucian Grange, Ethiopia, Hampton, Merriam, Combs Global, Motown Records, Universal Music Group. You know, these are companies and people within those companies that oversaw these acts and are included in the paperwork, but no one's speaking out about it, right? The point is, this is bigger than just Diddy, trust me. And we all know you're not supposed to be recorded against your will. However, I was always under the impression that once you enter someone's home, that don't matter. You know, I might be mistaken, but when you enter somebody's comfort zone, like their home, it don't matter what they have in there because you went to their home. I don't know how true that is. Like I said, don't quote me, but I know a lot of people that have cameras in their house for whatever reason. DJ Academic said that he had cameras in his house as well. I was always told that when you have cameras inside your house, that's on you, right? Whether you're recorded against your will or whatever, once you step into somebody's house, that's on you. But I don't know how that goes. But what I am going to say is this, right? Even though Diddy may have blackmailing material, obviously these guys had to agree to partake in these acts in order for Diddy to have it, right? Nowhere in the lawsuit does it say that Diddy took from these guys. It's not like he took it and forced them or did the R word. He probably persuaded them using money or whatever materialistic items he promised them. However, that only tells me that some of these guys were willing to give up their manhood all for the bag or whatever materialistic things he promised them. So yeah, he blackmailing them, but I also want to know who were the guys that did something strange for a little piece of change. You know, so it is what it is, man. And before I cut the video, let me say this. Here's what I find ironic when it comes to Young Miami and the whole whatever. Young Miami wasn't hiding that Diddy was pretty much her sugar daddy. It was even reports stating how Diddy was taking her on shopping sprees and paying her an allowance before all this came out. And everyone was well aware. You even had women on social media encouraging the behavior, right? But suddenly mass media tells you that this man was an sex trafficker and paying these girls monthly wages. Suddenly everyone wants to act like it's a problem. I'm confused. How y'all suddenly mad at the same behavior y'all was once just encouraging months ago? So are you really mad or feel away based on these charges, or are you just acting fake upset because mass media is telling you to feel upset? Right? And let me let y'all in on one more secret. Some of these rappers are doing the same thing Diddy's doing, which would be considered offenses and charges if police really wanted to bother them. These same charges that Diddy is being hit with, some of your favorite celebrities are doing the same thing, but they don't even know it, right? You have regular civilians doing the same thing as well, but they don't even know it. It's because it's all based on technicality. Now, when you have these celebrities that do shows and they actually want to holler at a girl, but they can't go over there and pretty much go get them, so they have their bodyguard or one of their friends go get them, then they go back to the hotel, what you think that's called? It's called soliciting. So technically it would be considered a charge and all that stuff, but that's only on technicality. When pimps get hit with the human trafficking charges, it sounds crazier than it actually is because of the title. But when you actually hear what's considered the human, trafficking or whatever, it's just taking a sex worker from one state to another. And even if she does consent to do so, you will still be hit with one of those charges. It's crazy, but it is what it is. So like I said, man, the law is kind of tricky, especially when they start trumping up charges. But out of this whole thing, y'all, what I just want y'all to get, I'm not saying Diddy's guilty or not. What I am just saying is pay attention to everything that's going on. It's a bigger picture. Don't be blinded by the foolery and the propaganda. We know that Diddy's a little, he's been like that for years. They call his party freak off parties. But once again, these are people that they've been knew this stuff was going on. Why they just now coming out? But anyway, y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.